Hello there and welcome back. Today we have Juggernaut versus Darkseid, the battle of essentially two physical powerhouses. So, because these are two well-established characters within their respective comic book universes, I'm just going to get straight into this. Intelligence. Darkseid is a new god who is also an incredibly good strategist. He's, again, if I'm not mistaken, Thanos is a ripoff of Darkseid. So, that kind of gets you an idea of kind of just how intelligent Darkseid is. Tactics. He's the leader of a planet. And an empire, technically. Right? So, I'd have to say, and not to mention, when it comes to conquering things like Earth, when it comes to conquering Earth, I shouldn't say things like Earth, but when it comes to conquering Earth, he's always had, his plans have always failed. But, more or less, when it comes to strategy, I would probably put his strategic capabilities above that of Juggernaut. Fighting ability. Outside of the fact that he's a new god, and has lived longer than Cain Marco, throughout his years of course, existence, he's learned how to fight really well. So, I'd have to say Darkseid takes this in terms of fighting ability. Now, strength. Now, this depends on how you want to look at it. If this is Juggernaut, like the version he's written like here, where he's like Hulk's level of power, if not greater than that. In terms of strength, you could say that his strength very easily could rival that of Darkseid, if not surpass it, at least initially, right? Because Darkseid is a 100-ton plus character. Juggernaut's also considered a 100-ton plus character. But based on how they're written, I'd have to give it to Darkseid slightly. Slightly. If you were to put this on like a 100-point scale, you would say Darkseid's like 100, Juggernaut's like 99.9. It's very close. Speed. Darkseid's also got super speed. And he can't fly. So, I'm pretty sure he can match the likes of Superman. So that's, of course, far above that of what Juggernaut can do in terms of speed. Durability. Yeah, I think I'd give it to Juggernaut. Not Juggernaut, I mean Darkseid. Outside of the fact that he's a new god, he can take a ridiculous amount of punishment. I don't really know the feats of Darkseid. As I said, I don't read the comics. But knowing that can tank blast from Superman's heat vision, no problem. He also, and I'm pretty sure this has happened. Again, I don't know, but he's had his eyes impaled, and has done even fairly well, even with them being out. But I'd have to say, in terms of durability, it does take a lot to defeat Darkseid. I think Hunter Prey Doomsday beat him because, Hunter Prey Doomsday was adapting on the fly. He could literally develop the ability to fly, have heat vision, poison spikes, you name it. Doomsday probably had it. Against an opponent who can constantly adapt, and he's also more powerful than Juggernaut, I guess that makes sense. Healing capabilities. In this case, I have seen Juggernaut's healing capabilities. He has come back from a skeleton. And this is the one thing that I don't hear about often when it comes to Juggernaut, is just how incredibly powerful his healing factor is. I would probably say it's up there with Hulk's and Deadpool's, Wolverine's, in that top tier of healing. Invulnerability. So, based on the wikis, or at least based on the DC database, Darkseid survived the destruction of a whole planet, remaining unfazed. So I guess that would go under durability. But, this, again, Thanos, from what I understand, does not have the ability to generate force fields. With all the power that he has, it's not one of his listed abilities. So, I will actually give this to Juggernaut, because he does actually have a mystical force field that has, again, it's repelled Thor's hammer, not to mention it kind of gives him, it kind of is one of the factors as to why he is an unstoppable force. So, there's that. Energy projection, versatility. He's got the Omega Sanction. So, Omega Vision, Omega Beams, he's got Erosion Blast, Telepathy, Telekinesis, Cosmic Awareness, that's interesting. And he can, oh, yep. That's pretty much it. He's, in terms of abilities, again, in terms of the amount of abilities, it's very similar to Thanos. X Factor. Darkseid's got telepathy. So if he realized that his telepathy didn't work while Juggernaut's helmet was on, and then took it off, because considering Darkseid, he probably could punch Juggernaut really hard and the helmet would fall off, and then he could use his telepathy. That's pretty much it. But even if you were to remove that very simplistic perception of how this fight would go, all in all, Darkseid's got more than enough ability or capability or, you know, superhuman abilities to take care of Juggernaut. I mean, realistically, Juggernaut, again, the only way, I mean, could Juggernaut tank the Omega Blast? If he's running straight at Darkseid and Juggernaut, or if he's running straight at Darkseid and Darkseid's right in, or I mean, how should I say it? If Darkseid projects Omega Beams and he's right in front of Juggernaut, like in a straight line in front of him, yeah, of course he's probably going to run through the Omega Beams, because his mystical invulnerability, not to mention his strength, enables him to do that, right? So, but outside of that, there's almost nothing that Juggernaut can do. So, that covers this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and please subscribe, like, share. You know, of course, actually, if you want, right? I'm not telling you to, because I know that if I tell you to, you probably won't. So I'm getting, you know, just give you the option, right? Even though you already have it. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you stay tuned for the next fights. Have a good day.